Thank you, gentlemen. High-level showdown in Starkville to kick off the coverage today. Matter of fact, it's the first ever top 25 battle between Missouri and Mississippi State. A sellout and a whiteout inside the hump. Glad that you're with us. He's Pat Bradley, the shooter. Arkansas Hall of Famer Kevin Fitzgerald with you. Skews down the stretch. Can they correct them and get right? It's just another day in the SEC. So it's a second straight top 25 game in this building. Great atmosphere, crowd. They've got this place packed, and so it is a fantastic way to start our coverage. Well, there is the defensive pressure you mentioned. It'll stay here with Mizzou, or will it? Yeah, KB Burdett says that one was in a game this season. The Bulldogs' leading scorer. So meanwhile, on the other side, this has been the starting unit for most of SEC play. This is the veteran Tony Perkins, gets that to rattle through.
You're supposed to get that kind of a miss.
And they forced the miss. They got it here with the 3-0 lead.
Critical again for Mizzou. Defensive rebounding. Mississippi State's a top 30 offensive rebounding team.
Oh, how about their 5-man? Mark Mitchell stepping out, stretches up from 12. Rebound down to Matthews. That's the veteran in his 5th season with the program.
So I'm going to say
the accelerator now for Mississippi State's first.
He is one of the best transition offensive players in the entire country because he can steal it, start transition on his own, rebound, but also he gets to the rim and he can facilitate and kick out for a 3 for his teammate.
Meanwhile, Mitchell gets fouled on the other end. Chris Jans also hired. March in position to do so at the 16-5 mark.
But coaches hold on to it. But you want your players, yes, it hurts, but you got to rebound quickly. Just a couple of, do not want him to come off that screen pulling threes.
Hubbard has not taken a shot yet. Matthews has the only basket for Mississippi State, and it's another steal. Trent Pierce to the hole. A 10-2 start.
The basketball today on both ends of the floor. State's got a very aggressive, physical style defense as well. Now you see Cam Matthews running the point guard position.
Oh, look who's open. Hubbard, yes!
That's how they drew it up.
Mizzou started on that 10-2 run. Hubbard's 3, back to a 5-point game. Late shot clock offense, good ball movement here. Robinson with the leaner, got it to go.
Point shooter, got to keep the feet still.
There's Sean Jones Jr. up ahead to Hubbard, bounce pass to Harris, ball fake, fouled by Bates. And so Claudell Harris is at the line when we return.
Transfer. You bring in Tony Perkins, transfer from Iowa. These guys have played a lot of
really impactful acquisitions, and then you blend it with those returning pieces like you mentioned. Scored 84, okay, on Wednesday. That was the good news in that game against Alabama. Allowed 88, and so they would certainly love a better defensive effort. You mentioned it. This should be a pretty physical, tenacious battle when you look at these backcourts. Josh,
very fortunate there. That is a money shot for Caleb Grill.
Now won't go way off. Sean Jones Jr. fights for the offensive board, and so a new 20. Hubbard, 3-level scorer, funnels it. Here's Kugel, way off. New 20, Murphy scores it at the rim.
So early on in this game,
a little mini 6-0 run. Gray gets blocked by the rim. And now you got numbers here. Mississippi State pushes. Kugel to the cutter. Nwoko.
He shot that with his foot. Did you see that? I've never seen that before.
With the back facing the basket that time.
He almost kicked it in. Coach
Jans. Done something like that?
No, I can't do that. My top 20 a game, Mizzou, and go to the line 28 times.
Yeah, one of the best dribble drive. There's Nwoko, fires. There's Gray, a very reliable rebounder. Yep, big man off the bench. Takes that one away. Grill driving kick. Here's another capable 3-point shooter, and that's Jacob Cruz. The glass in that loss to Alabama.
Another high rate 3-point shooting team.
Well, that's got to be the area of concern. They gave up 15 on Wednesday. Gray in traffic. Gray sticks with it. Got it to go.
I don't know how he split 2 state defenders, but he did it. Credit him. Great balance and strength playing through contact.
Yeah, the brawny, wide-bodied 5th-year senior from Brooklyn. He's got his first field goal. Screen and roll, punched away by Bates.
Lazy pass, I'm gonna get away with
this. Grill right back to Bates. Blocked, but a foul on Murphy.
Well, they were looking like the Celtics of old the other day. Remember the 26 for him for the top 20 battle.
South Carolina has been right there. One possession games, multiple. You can go up and score. How about a ball fake? High, throw low. Fake low, throw high.
Got more options.
Simple hoops, baby.
Got more options.
Wow,
That layup is down for Harris. That logic applies to kind of lock in here. Gray is coming to set the screen. Wild pass. Robinson, though, knocked away. Mississippi State steals it. Pass over to Melendez. Transition three. Buries it. You can see the emotions, the energy from these players on both sides. They know the significance in this top 25 game. Grilled, a straight-on three, book it. Rebound down to Robinson. So Grill just hit his first triple. Missouri is 4 out of 8 from distance, and it's been 4 different players that have connected.
No, I was just going to say.
This is a
I'm
deep
just going to say. Too much
Grill
space, Kevin.
throws it in.
Kevin.
Well, even from that range.
Well, your hands are down. Harris's
Finest has got 2 triples, and Mizzou's lead now extends back to 7.
got to get somebody in the middle. Cam Matthews right there, going to the free throw line area.
Hubbard puts it up,
Oh.
puts it in, and the foul. He wants the... But nobody works harder, carries himself. A timely one for the Bulldogs. They're down 4 in this top 25 battle.
Mark Mitchell back in. Cam Matthews draws that assignment.
Oh, look who's wide open. Grill buries another. That's his 3rd.
I'll go back to great shooters understand how to get open. Now, Mississippi State clearly miscommunication. Coach Jans is not going to like that at all. That's the first guy that you look at on the scout report defensively.
It's a zone that he is in right now. Harris answers. That's his first triple.
Speaking of zone, great job by Melendez getting in the middle of that zone, immediately catches it, kicks it out to the corner for an open 3. That's where you're going to have success against that zone.
Shooter, these teams 11 of 20 from distance combined. There's the 12th. So Mizzou has hit 7. Coming back the other way. You know, Cruz he's cemented himself in the rotation here, this first-year transfer. Very productive 10-15 minutes a game he's giving. Hubbard, another one. But this is a prolific start for this roundup. 4 of 4 from distance. Cruz is way off. That was Hubbard with the contest. Now Cruz thought he got hit. This one is still free on the baseline. Mizzou has it. Mitchell, couple of ball fakes, got it. And the foul. Mark Mitchell would not be denied to keep Mizzou ahead by...
Transition. Yep. Mississippi State's great transition. Style game as well. 6'10" Keyshawn Murphy playing a points forward position.
He's really dynamic. Matthews, the blow by and the throwdown. A little show it. Drive it.
Show and go. Matthews takes advantage of the over-aggressiveness of Mizzou.
That's a 5th-year senior in his 155th game with a great move that time. Grill on the attack, finds Pierce, lost it, but he still scores it. Trent Pierce. Well, Grill has got the 3 triples. He's got the 9 points. Hubbard right here with 12, hasn't missed. Kugel, show it, drive it. Got his hands on it, this is Murphy. One more look, Murphy can't throw it in. But Keyshawn Murphy draws the... Arkansas keep up with one of the highest scoring teams in the... Auburn at noon, LSU at 2. You got the top 15 battle at 4 Eastern. And then Texas A&M once again at 6.
Coach Schaefer at Texas. Taking on a nice rivalry game right there. Love the great Coach Schaefer.
So you got 10 teams ranked in the AP poll on the men's side of the SEC. You got 8 more on the women's side. Harris looking to improvise. Harris picks up the dribble with 4. That is a difficult turnaround, contested fall away, and then a foul on Missouri. So, you know, you've spotlighted just the battle. Well, that's the 2nd on Mitchell, so he's very likely to sit down the rest of this half, and it's an empty opportunity there for Murphy. Top 25 battle. These 2 teams, they have been trending in the right direction. Pierce wants 3, buries it. Timeout, Mississippi State. And Mizzou takes its large. So Missouri That is now their 7th offensive rebound. They're on the positive end there. 8 to shoot. Grill, he's going to have to hoist from 40 feet.
Stop.
Drills it. That was nearly half.
Concentration, leg strength, balance.
Harris, I think I did the math. That's about 40 feet, I would think. So now one more possession here, you would think, for Missouri. Caleb Grill. Larry Bird in your eyes, he's got 12. I mean, he had that great game against Florida a few weeks. That is behind him, and he continues to break out in his career season and fuel this Missouri team. Nearly another. Gray puts it up. Yes, this is a statement first half performance by Missouri on the road. Boy, that one nearly banked in from like 90 feet. The Tigers hit 9 threes, Pat, 52% from the floor. And the defense fuels the offense. Remember last week, 83 in the win against Ole Miss, a ranked victory. The 3rd of the season for Missouri. So they're in position to make it back-to-back. Hubbard, he kicks out that leg, and so he gets the call there. He's got
Mizzou's mentality, being very aggressive, okay?
And now he's got 15. I feel like I before. Well, if else can step up and be that secondary scorer for Mississippi State the rest of the way. 11-point game in a top 25 battle to kick off our coverage today. Bates, pure from 15.
Right, we've talked a lot about Caleb Grill, but Tamar Bates is 6'5", can get his shot off on anybody. That little mid-range jump shot.
So now he's guarding Melendez. There's a deflected pass. Murphy gathers. Murphy goes right into Pierce's sternum. Count it. And the foul.
And you asked who?
He continues to put Missouri in foul trouble. They were in the bonus in the first half. That's Mark Mitchell's got 2 fouls. We haven't seen Anthony Robinson yet. Starting point guard had 3 first half fouls. We've seen a lot of Perkins here. Out to Bates. The lefty cashes in. First triple of the day for Tamar Bates. Bates back-to-back clearly was deflected at some point by Hubbard, so it's not an inexplicable one. Grill to the rim. And they're going to say a goaltend there. Somebody had touched the basket. I think it was going in anyway. Fifth Mitchell, he punched it out. And this Missouri defense continues to be suffocating.
Yeah, great timing day by Mitchell. That does not happen often for Cam Matthews.
Mitchell feed it to Gray. That's a foul on Melendez. And so right now, Missouri, I think a lot of folks inside the Missouri program knew what this roster and rotation was capable of. Ranked wins. They look very fresh and sharp. They've had the week off.
Bound, get out in transition, find a lot more easier open shots as opposed to playing against that Mizzou half-court defense.
And they have been vexing at times. Josh Gray, it's right to the rim. So Josh Gray says, don't
worry though. Kevin, when you look at, they just got 7 turnovers, 12 assists. They're doing work on the offensive glass. And oh, by the way, it helps if you're 10 of 22 from the 3-point line. That always helps when you go on the road.
Is he going to let it go? Gets Kugel in the air and knocks down another triple. That is
contact if you have to. The officials are putting you on the free throw line. Take advantage of it.
Anthony Robinson back on the floor. Sophomore point guard, left-hand dribble. Looking for Grill, lets it fly, puts it in. He's got 6.
That allows a shooter to get on balance when you're coming to the left if you're a right-handed shooter.
What, like the sort of kind of mental state you're in when things are clicking. What is that confidence like? There's Matthews.
Well, it's really hot.
It's on fire. He's cooking. We got some lighter fluid on this thing. Another, missed that one. Almost tracked down the loose ball. He is 6 of 11 from distance. Hey. Sean Jones Jr. now makes it back-to-back buckets for the Bulldogs. When Pearl was let go by Iowa State, transferred to UNLV, played 1 season there, only to come back with T.J. Otzelberger for a couple of seasons. You know, his best year
that defense
was
went to the game down there.
Yeah,
Iowa State.
A little tougher to find a blackjack table, I think. Here's Gray inside. Count it, and the foul.
Kevin,
so it's
that's
a 25-point lead again. Wow.
back-to-back points in the paint for Missouri.
Is as a team. I mean, they have been locked in. Going to get somebody for a lane violation. I mean, take your pick. I'm just trying to get. Pocket pass. Murphy fouled by Cruz.
Like that early action for Mississippi.
To face Arkansas and then Kentucky and top ranked.
If you win this game, you're going to beat us from the three-point line. We're not allowing anything into the paint. We're challenging everything at the rim.
Cruz gets Jones flying, puts it up, and knocks down another triple.
That is the protect the rim again.
Yeah, I'm with you. The half-court defensive performance from Missouri.
They
I know they've
the
hit a
game
lot of
plan
threes.
perfectly.
Yeah, but that's been impressive.
Even on the offensive end, they're understanding Mississippi State's defense, how to attack, when to attack, and they've been good when Mississippi State has come in for help, kick it out to the weak side. Just it's great decision making on both ends by Missouri from all their players.
So they beat Ole Miss last weekend at Mizzou Arena. That's a nice move that time from Murphy.
That's where you got to get it to against that zone. Inkins, you know, that's.
You might have a little time to stage a comeback. No, that's a foul.
Foul. You can't string defensive stops together. You got no chance.
You know, and speaking of defense too, Murphy's going to get another look at the basket. So,
which is one of the most difficult places to play in the entire country.
Yep.
Out there in Gainesville, that opened my eyes.
So they have been in control. I would say that latter portion of the first half, Perkins with a pretty finger roll. 3. They went on a similar 12-0 run early in this half, and they have just slowly but surely.
Yeah, they turned the faucet off. Mississippi State. They said if you're going to beat us, it's going to be from the three-point line, and it won't be Josh Hubbard from the three-point line. As you see, though, Hubbard got a shot there. However, that's his first field goal attempt in the half, so he hasn't had a lot of good looks at it.
You could play out an entire 18-game season. You're not going to have too many lopsided games quite like this between two ranked opponents as we're nearing the halfway mark of league play for a regular season title.
Right, and it's just remarkable the decision-making of Missouri today against just an aggressive, tough, physical Mississippi State team that makes you uncomfortable. Tamar Bates obviously coming into this as their leading scorer, 13.5 points per game. Tamar's got 12 right now. Another part of their well-balanced offensive attack.
There's Hubbard, that's his 5th triple. So, Pat, he has 19 and 4:20 to go. Look at that number. 14 threes for Missouri. That's one off of their season high. Deadly from distance. And Bates hits the turnaround.
Well, you see how if you can, and your jump shot doesn't always travel, right? We talk about it all the time. Defense travels, rebounding travels, just toughness travels. Sometimes the jump shot doesn't fit in the luggage, but when it does, you see the damage you can do on the road.
Hubbard now, okay, is thrown in back-to-back. But if you're Mizzou, first game of the day. So sometimes you just get up and play. Is there an advantage there?
I tend to, as a player, enjoyed the early tip time, right? Understood, okay, where are our shots going to come from? So they would attack them. That's what started some of their three-point shots from the defensive end. They were connected. I know people are checking their scores right now and probably refreshing their app to say this can't be the correct score. Can't be.
That one's up and down. So for Missouri, this would be their their last 7.
And you look at what Coach Gates did in his first season. Had a fantastic season, tournament. Last year they struggled. And talking with Coach Gates last year, he told the story of how his mentor, Coach Leonard Hamilton, Florida State, relationship with their players.
Time at 8:30 right here on the network. Remember, coming up after this one, and Missouri has got 80 plus on you today. Now, Mississippi State will have that week off before they next face Georgia in Athens a week from today. So this could be a perhaps timely week off. Another 3 goes down. That is a season high 15 for Missouri.
Yeah, and people will focus on that three-point shot, and likely they should. But Missouri really...
I don't believe you're a student.
Oh, I'm always learning. I'm always learning. Because I forget so much, I have to always be learning.
You mentioned the fish before. Is that the goldfish memory? 3 to go in what has been since late first half. A national champ, South Carolina, takes on Auburn. They got LSU.
As time ticks away here at the end of the game, I question for Damian Fishback. Very simple question.
Very simple, okay.
Auburn now sitting at 7-0 in SEC play. Playing Ole Miss right now. Damian Fishback. Will Auburn finish the season undefeated in conference play?
By the way, can we get one more Peyton Marshall highlight?
There you go, big fella.
Throw down there
Fish,
for the freshman from Atlanta.
And I don't run away from the answer. Will Auburn finish conference play undefeated this year? Damian Fishback.
When is the last SEC team to do that? Well, anywho, Missouri, 88 points in a dominant performance, not just offensively, but defensively as well. Pat, they hit 15 threes a week after they made 11 against Ole Miss. It is a 27-point win for Mizzou. And Caleb Grill with 6 of those 15. He had a